have you learned? I was programmed to beat you.
Shaking underneath, trying to take me alive. Get ready for the fallout. Can't stop me now. I got no rival. I'ma find my way through the blood and pain game of survival. Any time or place, watch 'em run away. I got none. I'll be standing. Never gonna take my throne. I got no rival. Watch 'em run away. I got no, I got no rival. No rival. No rival. Tell me now, what you gon' do? We can do this face to face. The reckoning is coming real soon. Doesn't matter what you say. Try to tell you this is my moment. Can't take mine 'cause I own it. Don't you know that I'm locked and unloaded? You're out of focus. Get ready for the fallout. Can't stop me now. I got no rival. I'ma find my way through the blood and pain game of survival. Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise.
Testing 1 2 1 2. Hello, hello, friends. Can I get an audio check, Captain Red Sky? There we go, Bats. Marion Harris, Maple. How's it going, my friends? Cool videos. And Stevie, good to see you guys. Thank you for that audio check. I'll be right back with y'all.
Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up, babe. Tonight we're gonna light it up just like the sunrise.
I think this is a great opportunity for the Pilot Club to meet flight sim enthusiasts, to network with other developers and communities, and to promote the hobby of flight simulation.
The atmosphere is absolutely electric. Love it. If you're a beginner, if you're an expert, if you're trying to meet new people, if you want to get your hands on some pretty awesome hardware, this is the place to be. I could not recommend this enough to everyone else. This is just an awesome opportunity to hang out.
It gets together our entire hobby, everyone interested, everything from fixed wing, helicopter, virtual reality, everything in between, and brings us all to one place to collaborate on ideas and bring us all together.
It is a great opportunity if you are a serious flight simmer to meet the developers, to meet the flight sim communities, to see the new products that are coming out, to actually test them, to connect and enhance and continue this great hobby of flight simulation.
Every year we're getting bigger and bigger. There are more and more vendors here, more sim experiences to be a part of.
Yeah, who's going to that? I know I am. I know you all are. Well, not all of you, but several of you are. Friends, welcome to Happy Wednesday night. Welcome to the live stream. I'm Symphonetic with you, and we are doing another commercial flight. You might be asking, why are we doing commercial flight on Wednesdays? Talk about that in a little bit. But friends, first, let's talk about the flight today. So we are going to be flying All Nippon Airways, or All Nippon Airways, Japanese flight in the Pmdg 737-700 departing from the city of Tokyo here, Rjtt. In fact, I'll put up the route information down there below you can see. And we'll be cruising down to beautiful coastal airport of Osaka, Rjtt, and expect some urban skylines and some scenic coastlines, friends, as we do this classic Japanese route. That's a beautiful sight that we will partake in. There you go, Maple. Al Nippies, thank you. There you go. Hey, and good to see you, JJ Stevens. Where have you been all my life? I think you were at the last stream, weren't you? CFF 121, good to see you as well. And friends, we got a good one coming in here tonight. CP 6565 says, why? Because we can. That's right. You tell him, CP. Good to see you guys. And everyone else, Maple, TJ Turner, Captain Red Sky, good to see you as well. Marion Harris, Chipper Sneeze, and it is good to see you all. After that commemorative flight that we all had, it got a little somber. We had a good time. It was a great flight, probably one of our best live streams ever, commemorating our dearly departed friend Don for that. And I thank you for all of you that joined that flight. And if you didn't get it, if you didn't get a chance to see it, you got to go back and watch it because there was a great turnout. LRM is on, Bats. Thank you for the reminder, though. I appreciate it. I actually remembered for once tonight, Bats. You'd be proud of me. But friends, so tonight we are going to take our second look at the PAP 3. And again, I know several of you got that on pre-order. I think a few of you might even got it. Right here is the PAP 3, also known as the MCP for the 7.3. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to check out, of course, the PFP, the panel here. And we got that loaded up. Well, we don't have it loaded up yet, but we got that. I got it set up so the camera can catch it for you, friends. Pre-ordered, awesome, Bats. That is fantastico. And, of course, we have the rudder pedals, all Winwing setup except for the TCA Boeing yoke and the Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant. So that is the gear, or the hardware we're going to use. And, again, checking this out once again. And God, I love this stuff. This Winwing stuff. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And we're going to start from cold and dark. And I know that Maple and TJ Turner, maybe some of you are disappointed in that. But we got to give it to its runs. I'll try to be as fast as I can, people. Maple, specifically, and TJ. You know, our resident complainers here for when I take long. I get it, though. I do. I take a while. So I can't blame you. Estimated time en route tonight will be about 1.5 hours, friends. So not a super long flight, but yet not a really short flight either. It's one leg, so Marion, you'd be happy with about that. And so, as always, let's feel free. All of you can feel free to jump into chat, ask your questions, ask me questions, ask each other questions, share your flight sim tips. I'll try to share some of mine and just hang out and enjoy the flight now, friends. And with that being said, let's go ahead and welcome everybody. Again, I'm Symphonetic. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you. And I've got the SimFan family here. So, again, I got TJ Turner. TJ is going to be late anyway. So, see, it worked out for you tonight, TJ. I'm glad I could help you out there, buddy. Welcome to the live stream, nonetheless. Appreciate it, TJ. Again, Bats, thank you for being here, and you've been doing one hell of a job moderating, I must say. So good to see you, Bats. Thanks for being here, and for the usual, reminder on the LRM. And again, CFF 121, it's good to see you back in the house. And we also got, again, Marion Harris, a.k.a. A Chip of Sneeze is here, friends. Good to see you, Marion, as always. JJ Stevens, you've been making a few of these in a row. Don't think I don't notice. When you guys make them several times in a row, I do notice, like you Turn and Burn. Let's give it up to Turn and Burn in the house. By the way, I don't even want to go to this story, but I was eating one of those, what do you call those little sweet baby, they're not dills, kosher pickles. And I either swallowed wrong or it was like really potent. And I just started getting the coughing, and I think I inhaled wrong. That horrible feeling. But Silver, you know the feeling. Silver Killer. Welcome, Silver Mother Killer. Good to see you. You could make it tonight. I'm glad to see you. Or are you at work? You're probably at work, but nonetheless, you're here, Killer. Good to see you as well. We got CP65 and being a regular as well. Good to see you, CP65. Captain Red Sky. Good to see you back in action here, my friend. So good to see all of you. My buddies, my pals, my amigos. That's right. Who'd I miss? Cool videos from a cool guy. Thanks for joining in today. And Stevie, of course, right there you are, Stevie. Good to see you all and friends. And then who do we got in the sim? I got to turn on the nameplates. And we got Fluid Mercury. That's cool. Videos from a cool guy. Good to see you here. Practice has joined us. Give it up to Practice. Even sporting the Symphonetic livery, I think, down there. And, of course, Bat's in here. And is that it? I know TJ's running a little late, and that's just fine. But check this airport scenery out. This is a bespoke airport in Tokyo here. Again, this is Rjtt. We are actually going to go out on the platform and swim. Oh, hopefully we're not going to swim. But we're going to taxi on out from here. We're going to give us some bridge action. We're going to go over the bridge, and we're going to take off from runway 5 right over here. So that ought to be fun. I don't think I've ever actually done that. Hello, Sean Yuen. It's good to see you, my friend. Hey, that rhymed. Good to see you, Sean. Thanks for joining the live stream. So, and if you haven't loaded in and want to fly with us, you have time, because you know how long I take, JJ, right? It's called aspirated. There you go. That can kill you. Yeah. Man, I'll tell you, I don't know. It hurt. It hurt badly. Tetley, good to see you in here. Welcome back. I know Tetley was here for Don's dedicated live stream last Sunday, and it was good to see you, Tetley. Thanks for joining us. It's good to have you back with us in the channel. But it's a silver lining on things. Often when we have a passing and celebrate life, it brings people together, and it definitely brought you back together with us, Tetley, and I do appreciate you being back here. It's good to see you, buddy. So now let's go ahead and jump on into the aircraft before Maple gets his pants all up in a bunch. By the way, Maple, I was on Call of Duty last night, like several times, and it's past your bedtime. I know you got studying. You got to get your sleep, your beauty sleep. I get it, but I was kicking some ass last night on Call of Duty, if I do say so myself. I was having a good night. Sometimes you have those good nights, and other nights you can't win a freaking round. Yeah, I've had those too. So last night, it's just sometimes the game's on. Anyway, back to the flight. So let's go ahead and turn that music down, turn the sim up, and let's get on with it, friends. So again, we're going to be using the hardware here, so I will have it down below. It's kind of hard to see, I get it, but again, we got the rudder pedals right here. We've got the beautiful PAP 3 over here and the PFP over here, so you can all see that. And I will zoom in with those products as we work with them, like I'm going to do right now, so we can see this thing come to life. So first things first, we're going to go up top here, and we're going to go to turn on our battery. You notice that we don't have our electric or our ground power unit. We got to play some Warzone, Verdansk. Yes, JJ. Dude, tell me when. I actually bought the Battle Pass finally last night. And then there's that new Prestige thing that I was like, wait, I hit 55. I'm like, why am I not leveling up? It's that Prestige thing that I'm sure all of you know. And I was like, why get my maxed out, and then figured out, oh, yeah, they changed that. So anyway, fortunately, it didn't take me that long to figure it out. But anyway, it was kind of like, what? Anyway, yeah, we got to do that, JJ. Awesome. Okay, so next thing, I'm going to jump over to the JD's checklist. I know you can't see it, guys, but it is here. I'm going to turn off the caution right there. All right, that is off. Back up top. Top panel, interior lights is required, ground power. So we're going to have to drop over here and we can go to our ground operations. We can request GPU card or our external pit power. Usually when you're at the pit, you'll use that. So request, we can see it kind of pop up in the background, and we'll give it just a few seconds, and we should see this light up blue right here where it says ground power. There it is, and we'll go ahead. Now watch closely. If you can see, yeah, you can see. Now watch closely. This is all going to come on in real time with the virtual cockpit. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Boom. See that come on? Beautiful. I love how it's like, and it says exactly everything. Like whatever you have set here, it's actually going to be in your virtual cockpit set. You know, however you load it. My throat's going to be like kind of messed up now. Probably you're all probably thinking, good. Maybe there's going to be less talking from you, Symphonic. I don't know. But I love how this is all set, and any of this stuff that you have preset on the hardware is actually going to reflect in your virtual cockpit. The SimApp Pro is going to check that. It's going to load it automatically for you, and it just works seamlessly. So it's awesome. Okay, so we got the ground power is on. I can go ahead and turn that FCU off so you can see what I'm doing inside here. Emergency lights and seat belts. So emergency right there going on. Our seat belts are going to come on to auto ding. Again, we are using the Boris AudioWorks 737 add-on. And what was it, Maple? It's like shy of $10 US, unless it inflated. And I highly recommend it. It is a beautiful add-on for sound. It adds to the immersion. Oh, baby, does it ever. Wheel well and logo. I don't know if we need that. We'll go ahead and turn them on, though. Probably don't need those. All right, next things next. Set fuel and payload, we'll do that after initialization. Let's go ahead and get the recirculating fans. We'll go LPAC, auto, our isolation valve to auto, and we're going to go auto on our right pack. Our IRS indicators, we're going to go ahead and put these to nav. 2 clicks to the right on both of those. Just 2 that we have to do. There we go. Turn off that master caution. No problem there. No worries. All right, now it's time to go over to the FMC. So if I go down here to the FMC area, right here, Flight Management Computer. Now, don't get that confused. So the PFP, they just, Winwing calls it a PFP. So, but we're going to go FMC, and I'm going to start pushing buttons here. So let's get that on so everybody can see both. Okay, good. So we got FMC. Now we got to get position INET. Actually, hold on. Let me just double check something here. Yes, complete INET ref page set route. Okay, we're going to go ahead. INET. Notice it says enter, and it matches up here with our information right here on our virtual. So I'm going to leave both of those up so you can see that it works in real time. I'll leave the route information. If anybody wants to know what the route information is, just type in !FP. Thank you for that, Captain Howdy. Captain Howdy. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, Captain Howdy. Welcome to the live stream. Good to see you, my friend. All right, good timing, too. We're just getting started to program the FMC here, Captain Howdy, so great timing. Okay, so I'm going to go back to our stuff. Okay. Let's go ahead and clear that out. RSK6. Now we're going to load this thing up. So actually what we can do is go over to our left here, and I'm going to go back home. Somebody just, I think... Okay, good. I thought somebody just went on top of me there. We're going to go to electronic flight bag, request SimBrief. We're going to import it. That just makes it easier. Now you can program all this stuff. What's up, Dal? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dalton Captain Howdy into the stream. Oh, no. Somebody is on top of us. Who loaded on top of us? Oh, that's TJ Turner. TJ always loads on top of me for some reason. He just, I don't know if it's like rolling the dice. Would you mind moving over to the next gate there, TJ? If that's you. I think that's you, TJ. If he's even watching, but like, there he goes. Thank you, TJ. He always picks the one I'm on. And he's not doing it on purpose. I promise you guys that. I know he's not. Great minds think alike, I guess, TJ. No, appreciate you moving off over there so I didn't have to. Okay, so we've got that loaded up, and let's go back over here. So now what we can do is we do need to enter our IRS, so we're going to type in, what was it? It's below, so RJTT. So let's go ahead and type that in. All right, as long as we have that all set there, now we're good to go. All right. Now for our route information, we can go ahead and go flight plan. You gotta make sure you clear out that RJTT and the scratch pad. We're gonna go LSK2 for sim brief, and then we're gonna hit set payload. So payload set. I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna cross check that if I can find the right mouse here, and clear that out. And then we're gonna say set fuel, and we're gonna look right up here. So when I hit fuel, should load our fuel, and that should change. So we got 13,200. So that looks good. Let me double check, cross check that. I'm just going back to my sim brief and just double checking the times and weights. So what we should have for zero fuel weight is 117.5, which we can see is right. And then for our fuel is 13,200 pounds. And that looks right as well. So we know we're good to go there. So that's wonderful. Love it when a plan comes together. Symphonetic, you can change that in sim by turning off view planes and close. Oh, yes. Thank you, JJ. I always forget that. See, you guys are so good about this stuff. Bob Smith in the house. Bob, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for that. JJ, I got to remember to do that. You've told me that before, or somebody has. I need to remember to do that. Thank you, sir. All right, next thing, what I'm going to do is let's go back to our checklist, if we will. All right, so we've got to now enter our route information. So we're going to say select route, and then what it's going to do is it's going to bring us that next page. You can see on RSK3, those are the buttons 1 through 6 on the right, and then you have LSK 1 through 6 on the left. So we're just waiting for that flight plan request, that box to unhighlight that. Yeah, it's better to that because of people spawning on you. Thank you. Maybe we'll do that really quick here, just to do that so everybody can see where that's at. Okay, load. LSK6. Now it's going to upload the route. But then if I do that, if I turn off close proximity, then when we're flying, I have you all like in formation with me, then I miss you. Then you're not showing right around me, so that's the bad side of that, right? All right, RSK6, activate. Suppose I could always... Actually, you know what I could do, JJ? I could program that into my Pro 42, or Parallel 42 Pro, right? Or Flow. That'd be an idea. Then I could quickly do it without having to go in and out of the menus. Don't do it, Symphonetic. I probably should do that, because then I could turn it off when I'm here, and I don't have to go in the menu, and I could turn it back on when we're up in the air. Yeah, got to remember to do that. Okay, so we've got that all set, so that's looking good. Next thing we want to do is actually check our route information. So we're going to go to legs. Just make sure that's there. Then departure. And somebody typed in the full departure. Thank you, Bob. So if we look at, again, you can type in exclamation FP, but Bob already did it. I've got my portrait monitor so I can see the whole thing, which is great. So we're going to go RJTT. We're going to go runway 5. We're departing 5, so we're going to go over to RSK2. Program that in, and we're taking the departure of Laxus 4. Next page, LSK1. No transition there. We're going to execute. All right, now we're going to go back to departure and arrival. So arrival on Rjtt-Rjbb. So we're going to hit RSK2. There it is. And we are going to be taking the ILS on in for runway 6 left. Can't remember if I did Y or Z. Hold on. I don't think it really matters. I chose Z. Anybody doing Z? ILS Z? So ILS Z 6 left would be RSK 4. Well, I'm showing it here. I'm like at this angle, so it's got ZZ top. Matey, what's up, matey? Thank you, Marion. Matey, how you doing? Our arrival is going to be Dubka. So that's LSK 4. Dubka is programmed in, and our transition is going to be Dubka, right? What did I see? Dubka. No transition? Okay, hold on. AVD0X. So that's RSK4. There we go. Got it. And now we're going to hit execute. And then we're going to go to legs, and now it's time to get rid of any discos, right? Who knows what a disco is? Anybody, matey? You know what a disco is, Captain Howdy? Somebody knows. Somebody that's new here to the commercial flights, they might not know what a disco is. And I'm not talking about a disco ball type disco. Discontinuity. Give that Maple a silver dollar. That's right, Maple. All right, I'm just going to go through these and just looking for, and we don't have any. Guys ever notice that, like, if you're in Europe or Japan, apparently, it's like everything's clean. Like, half the time when we're in the U.S. doing these things, we got to clear out a bunch of discontinuities or vectors. The vectors actually make sense in real life, but it's a cheesy 70s era nightclub, but that's not important right now. There you go. Nicely done, CFF. Okay, so that all looks good, but we still have one more thing to do, friends, and that's we're going to just kind of click through here, and we're going to do our virtual flight. So what that means is until we get the EFIS units, right, Del, we're going to have to go up here and actually click over there to 10 and go to plan. But once we get the EFIS units like we have with the Airbus stuff from Winwing, then we'll be able to do it manually. All right, so let's just go ahead and step through this with RSK6. We're just taking, we're looking at our left MFD there. It's multifunction display. We're just making sure as we're going through these waypoints, that's what those are, waypoints. And we're going to fly right into the, well, not into the runway, but you know what I mean. That looks beautiful. All right, that's looking wonderful. Wonderful. We're going to go back to map. And so that's just going to show us how we're pointing. So our airplane is pointing that way to the northwest, 338. And we're going to continue on. And so now we got to do the initialization stuff. So let's do that. So next thing, now we got the route done. Let's do the performance. So I'm going to hit init ref. Go back down here so you can see it. Now I can load everything. It's really easy on here out. So RSK5, we're going to hit performance initialization request. Give it a second. Grab yourself an orange whip, Nate. Nate's Flight Simulator is here. Nate, welcome. Everybody, welcome Nate to the stream and chat. It's good to have you with us. Now we're going to wait for the perform their codes, and we're going to load LSK6. Bam. Execute. I do like the fact on this PFP, it has the light here. You can see it. Illuminates and execute. All right, now we got our cruise. See, now this is saying cruise. Who's going 340 and who's going 30? Who's going flight level 30 and who's going flight level 340? Flight level 300, I should have said. Help Johnny Mon and nailed it. Nice, Captain Howdy. My rate's going 380. I think I'll go 340. Okay, now we get to have fun with the 690. There you go, Maple. That you would say that. Let's go ahead and get our FCU back online here. So we're going to flip over here because we're going to go ahead and put this up to, as you can see me, manipulate the control. And I love this tactile feedback. If you could hear it, you could hear a little clicking noise right now. You hear it in the cockpit, but you don't even need the sound in the virtual cockpit because you have it right here from your unit. There we go, 340. And before I forget, I'm just going to go up here. And I got to do this still within the virtual cockpit, of course. So we're going to go flight level 340. And I'm going to assume we're pretty much sea level and we land, but let me double check that. Rjtt-Rjbb. Yeah, elevation 17 feet, so we can leave that at 0. So we got, that's already set. I'm already skipping ahead of the checklist here, but that's okay. We'll, it's just fine. It's just fine and dandy. Let's go back down here. Gonna go ahead and turn our PFP back on. All right, we got that set, so let's go ahead and do N1 limit. RSK6. We can leave it at takeoff and where it's set. Let's hit takeoff now. RSK6 again. We'll leave that page alone. What's that? You're probably talking about the 737-8 MAX. Am I catching that right, Captain Howdy? Now, if we could just get Symphonic to buy it, is that what you're talking about? I bet you got to be talking about that, right? I'll have to catch up in chat here. I'm guessing that's what you're talking about. Let's do 5 flaps. We're going to put 5 in our scratch pad. LSK1. 5's in there. Now we got to get our CG LSK3. Hit that twice. It's going to drop the 23.5 down in your scratch pad. Hit it again. That's going to give you your trim. 538 is our trim, so let's go ahead and get that set, and we're just going to go ahead and use our trim. I could sit here and do it with the Flight Sim mod stuff, but by the way, I am using ProDesk Sim, the 737 add-on, so it's kind of groovy. 538, so it's about half. Yeah, let me try this once again. The angle I'm at is kind of wonky. That looks good. Right there. There we go. Okay, back over here. V1, VR, V2. When you punch those in on your PFP, what happens, and I know many of you know this, but it's going to plug them in here. So like when you're taking off your speed tape, that's what that left thing is. It's going to tell you when you're at V1, when you're at VR, which you'll be rotating, means you pull back on your yoke. Everybody knows that, right? No, maybe not everybody. And then V2. And so speaking of V2, we are going to set our indicated airspeed at V2. So that's 134. So now we're going to switch over to our FCU. And so I'm just going to go over here. And we got our indicated airspeed. So we're going to match that up with 134. So we got that set. And back to the Bravo. And we're almost there. Almost there, guys. Captain High says, Sim Fanatic, of course, you haven't met our deal yet. I fly Max 8 and A350. Yes, you're missing out on the Call of Duty. I know I'm missing out on those planes, right? I do need to get those. I do. Unfortunately, there's no official 737 8 Max for the PAP. But I do believe you can use MobiFlight, but I'm not 100% sure of that. Somebody might know, but anyway. But you're right, Captain Howdy, you're right. Okay, we got those set. We're almost done. Now we got to hit destination, get our winds aloft. So we're going to hit destination. There's a key right here. You saw it. Destination forecast, LSK6. And then we're going to hit LSK6 again to request it. You're going to see request be highlighted. So it's going to, basically it's connecting up to the mothership, right? Dispatch, pulling that array cars, pulling that stuff down, right, Delt? Pulling it down, pulling the info down, just like in real life. I'm missing Call of Duty. Can't wait to play it one day. And I'm holding you up because I'm not. And you're what? You could get it first, and then I could buy the aircraft, right? You don't believe I'll buy it, then, do you? That's why. That's all set. That's all we got to do. I think we're set to go. We're gonna go back to legs, so we're ready to go. And I'm gonna go on this right one. It's still gonna use this over there, so we're good there. I don't believe it. I don't blame you. I would either. Okay. Next thing we got to do is continue on. Let's get our... Oh, we get to listen to the sounds of this amazing APU. So we're going to go low pressure pump here. And once that goes out, let's go ahead and turn on the APU. And we're going to go outside so we can hear it. Tick, 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 tick. Listen to that. So next to us is that Wayland. Anybody guess what that's from? What is that a reference to? Who can guess it? Bats, you can't guess because you guessed it in Discord last night. We both guessed it. TJ suggested that livery. Kind of fun, TJ. I'm glad you suggested it. I think Del, you were going to do it with the 777, so Del can't do it either because he knows what it is. Anybody want to guess what that's in reference to? Maple says, I don't know. Right here. Who can guess right here? Anybody? Anyone? Bueller? Building Better Worlds. That might give it away. CV says, hello, everyone watching from Texas on vacation still. Blue skies. Awesome, Stevie. Woot, 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 woot. Nobody's going to guess what... Nobody guesses that? Nobody's guessing it? Oh, come on. Come on, friends. You're so good at movies. That's a big hint right there. Big hint. Listen to that sound. Exactly, Bats. It's a movie reference. It's a big hint. Drop back in here. All right, and let's go ahead and switch over to the APU for our power. Boom, boom. All right, there we go. We got power. Now we got APU engine bleeds to on. You hear that fan come on, air conditioning. There it is. You feel that back there, ladies and gentlemen? Yep, that's the air. All right, AC voltmeter to APU. We're going to go 2 clicks to the right to get it up right. All right, and then master caution, we're going to go ahead and disengage that. So we should be good to go. All right, now with that being said and that being done, we can now go ahead and set our altimeter. And since I don't have EFIS, I'm just going to cheat by hitting the B key and Huh. 2992. Do I think I have real weather. It can't be 2992, can it? I'm using live weather. Is it really 2992? Pressure? Get out of town. No way. Can anybody else confirm? I guess it probably is, because look, we would be at about sea level, and that's where we're at. I mean, we'd be a little bit above, so that must be right. It's always how you can cross-check that in real life, too. You want to know your altimeter is right, you can just be on the ground and then double-check that. I can get rid of the route information. All right. I've been 7 movies. Yes, there you go. Nobody's guessed it yet? Oh, my gosh. Can't believe somebody didn't. Nobody Google it. Thank you, Marion. Nobody Google it. That's cheating. That's cheating. You can't Google the reference. Well, you could, but then you'd be cheating. And then you'd have to live with that for the rest of your life. Right? And you don't want that guilty conscience. Initial altitude is set. Heading, takeoff runway. What are we taking off from again? We're taking off from runway 5. That's right, 5. So we're going to go back to our PAP 3, and we're going to set our heading, which is right here. We're just going to go ahead and move that to 050. Like that. There we go. Take that master caution off. Did I turn that off, or did it come back on for some reason? That would be scary. That would be scary. Captain Howdy. Del. Marion. Alexis March is here. Alexis deleted that message. I don't know what it was, but you deleted it, one of my moderators, so I don't know what that was, but thank you, moderators. Is it naughty? All right, let's see. Next one is initial altitude is set, heading set, elevator trim, we got that set, indicated airspeed, already set at V2. Yaw damper, let's go ahead and turn on, the yaw damper, that light should go out. Invader 137, current real QNH is 1013, whatever that is, in inches. Thank you, sir. And that brings up a good point. If you ever want to change that, you can simply go up here and you can go to HPA. And, whoop, when did we do that? Son of a gun. Here we go. We changed it to HPA. That's what we'd actually be doing here, 1013 H. Let's keep it at that, because that's what we'd be doing, wouldn't we? Over in Japan, they would go by HPA, I think, to be legit, right? Match up with what we're supposed to be doing. All right. Yaw damper set. Fuel pumps all can go on, so we're going to go up here and make sure all of our fuel pumps are on. And all these low pressure lights should go out. That means there's fuel there. We don't turn on our center tank because we don't have enough. It's not a long enough flight, so we're not doing a long flight to have to worry about center tank. We're going to go ahead and turn on the hydraulic pumps. Those 2 center ones will go out. And that is normal. Window heat can come on. Once you get 4 green lights. Yeah, wait for those to come on, and those all came on. Awesome. Let's see. Wing and engine anti-ice is required. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Hydraulic pumps already did. Flight altitude is set. Landing altitude is set. Flight directors to on. And that's, again, we're going to go over here, and I love the switch here. I already had it on because I forgot to turn them off last time, but anyway, you get the idea. There they are. Nice feel, nice tactile feel. Those metal, yeah, that's a great thing. All right, those are on. Flight directors. LNAV, VNAV is required. We're going to wait on that. Auto brake to RTO, and we're almost ready to push. Bedrock is in the house. Everybody welcome Bedrock. Good to see you, Bedrock. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Ground connections, we can go ahead and remove all. So we're going to go over here, back to our ground connection. And we're going to say release the ground power. We don't need that anymore. We can make sure our parking brake is set. There we go. And then we can remove our chocks. I'm just going to do that now. I'm skipping forward a little bit, but that's okay. Remove chocks. So they're removed. Perfect. All right, we can go back down here. So ground connections are removed. Doors are closed. Parking brake is set. Chocks are removed. Packs can come off, so we're going to go up top here. And we're ready for push, friends. Finally, right? Pack's coming off, and beacon lights can come on. Beacon light, beacon light. Where's the beacon light? Beacon. Where are you, beacon? Beep, 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 beep. Nope, that's beaker. Why am I having a complete brain fart? How am I, beacon? Wheels, position, logo. I am totally missing it. What is my problem? Taxi light. Why have I just had a complete brain fart on where the beacon is? And thank you. Gosh darn it. I just went into... Thank you, TJ. Oh my gosh, how embarrassing was that? I just totally went in because there's actually a beacon switch for the... It is embarrassing, Maple. There's an actual beacon switch for the Airbus. I'm still in Airbus mode. Okay, thank you, TJ. So you got that going. Anti-collision is on. And request pushback. So we're going to have to still go down here. We're going to go to... Now I can turn this back on because this actually works with the menu too. So we're going to go to menu. FS actions. Ground services. Wheel chocks are removed. Pushback. LSK4. And we're going to have to select our Tug 200 and start.
Cockpit to ground.
Yes, first officer award.
Beacons on. Brakes released. Clear to push straight out.
See, I don't even have my brakes released yet.
Copy that. Clear to push straight back. Release the parking brake, please.
All right, now we can do it. I'm going to push. If I go to rudders, pedals, watch. You can push these. There they go. Rudders.
Brakes released.
Brakes released. Gosh, that sounds so amazing. All right, here we go. We're rolling. Time to start the engines. So we're going to go ahead. Packs are already off. Go down here. Go up here. We're going to go ground on the right. Go. Let's start to spin up. All that's missing is a crying baby. I'm sure they could add that. CFF. All right, when we hit 22 up here, let's go ahead and give it a gas. Gosh, those sounds are awesome. Yeah, Invader 137. Welcome, Invader. It's good to see you. Says, too bad they disabled that pushback feature on the 777. I agree. Boris sound pack for the 737 is phenomenal. Red Rock, so true, brother. So true. There we heard the click.
Push complete. Go ahead and set the brakes.
Okay, we're going to go continuous on the right, and let's set the brakes here.
Okay, the brake's set. Thanks for the good push. We'll see ya.
All right, time to light the left engine.
No problem. We're disconnecting the tow bar now. Stand by, guys. Okay, tow bar is disconnected. We're disconnecting the interphone right now. Pin's going to be on the right-hand side, guys. Take care. We'll see you.
So again, that is the Boris Soundworks that Maple put in. It's 943 right now, and I can't say enough good things about it. It's definitely worth the money. Did anybody guess what that livery is in reference to, Bats? All right, we're bringing it up. And 22, go ahead and give her fuel. Is that coming through clear as a whistle? Can you all hear that bass? Man, look at those clouds. Not as good as 2024 clouds, but still not too bad. I do think that... What do you all think? Microsoft 2024 clouds improved? I think so. There we go. We got our hydraulics going now, which is good. Go up top here, wait for this to go off, and then we can go continuous. There it goes, that click. Back to continuous. Go now and switch over to our generators off our engines. Switch this to ground power, or generator. And next thing we've got to do on Gen 1, APU off. Let's go APU off. APU off. APU is off. APU bleed can come off. APU bleed off. And let's go ahead and get our pack set to auto. And we're going to get our airflow going once again. Harry W., how is it going, my friends? Everybody, welcome Harry into the stream. Hard for me to say if the 2024 clouds are better, since anytime I attempt to start a flight, it crashes to desktop before loaded. That's definitely a problem. I have my Sony earbuds on, and the sound is amazing, Steve says. Nice. I'm a proper geezer in the house. It says, howdy, Sim fans. How's he doing, bro? This is the best 2024 channel. Thank you, sir. Although we are doing 2020 tonight, but I do appreciate it, my friend. Thank you so much for that kind comment. All right, so we've got that set and going. Next thing's next. All right, probe heat. Release the probes. Release the probes. I'm a proper geezer. I love it. Probe heat is on. Engine and ice is required. We do have clouds, so let's go ahead and what do you all think? You gonna put on your anti-engine or anti-engine? I mean anti-ice. We'll probably go turn that on. Just make sure we don't freeze. Yeah, we're gonna go through moisture with these clouds. You see them, Maple? That's why I turned it on. Again, we got clouds there. Should check the temperatures, but I'll just be safe and turn them on. Okay, so we've got the anti-ice on. Flaps are going to set. We're supporting the Pro Desk Sim. I guess I can show you all that, right? You're here for the show. Why don't I show you everything? Well, I'm not going to show you everything, huh? You don't want that, trust me, friends. Can't take Maple anywhere, I tell you. Okay, so here we've got the Pro Desk Sim. That's right here. So that's the Pro Desk Sim add-on, the 737, and I do like those plates. You can see that there's a notch there, so watch when I do the flap. Can I hold this camera and do the flap? So I'm going to do well, hold on. Let me get to the wing so you can see that. Okay, so now we're watching the wing, and what I love is this is spring-loaded, so you pull up, and we're going to go down to 5, and I can actually feel it click. There's a little metal ball under there with a spring-loaded, So, and I love the full-size throttle levers. Reversers would work if my Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant fully worked, but it doesn't. On those switches, anyway. Little cheap-ass wire they installed on it, so it broke probably a long time ago. There's your... I gotta actually put this at an angle, otherwise I'm gonna hit it, and it's gonna go flying over, and Maple's gonna laugh at me. Okay. All right, here we go. So we got the flap set. Looks very Boeing-ish. I agree. Very Boeing-ish. Okay, so we got the, let's see, we got the flaps done. Where was I? Okay, there we are. Taxi lights and runway turn-off lights. We don't need those, but we can turn the taxi light on, so we can turn that on. And believe it or not, we're finally ready for taxi. Right, let's go ahead and taxi, shall we? We shall. All right, here we go, friends. Let's get the music back on. Release the brakes. "45 minutes later." Oh my God, you're right. Yeah, but that's why we're only doing one leg. Gosh, those sounds. We are using the Track IR. That's this gadget. I've had some of you ask me, like, what's that thing on your head? Oh, I got a movie reference. What's that thing? What's that thing you're doing? Oh, this thing? Oh, it's technical. It's one of our little toys. I see. Anybody guess that movie? Nobody's going to guess that movie. Although I'll give you a big hint. The movie reference that TJ Turner's flying, the actress is also in that movie. There you go, CFF. Now, CFF, can you guess now what TJ Turner's livery movie reference is? It is Ghostbusters. I can never... You guys, I just have the hardest time getting you to get stumped on these movie quotes. Let's go ahead and make sure our spoilers work, and they do. Good. I never get them, Maple. That's because you're so young. You're not going to get... here's another big hint, CFF. It's a 1980s movie. I didn't guess your Archer reference. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't... You're right. I don't always get all of them. There's Practice and Bats are already ready. Actually, I don't know what that movie, the reference one. Well, yeah, it was in, late 70s, but then the second, here's another hint, big hint. It's the sequel. When did the movie come out? Don't say what the movie is. It was in the 80s, right? It wasn't in the 90s. Was it in the 90s? Was it early 90s, maybe? Yeah, Sigourney Weaver was in it. Yep. Yeah, and that one, the livery that T.J. Turner's flying, it's a reference to a movie, and she is in it. The original was 78. Oh, he got it, friends. Give him a silver dollar. Well, you were Googling. Don't kid us. I know you were Googling CFF. Did you cheat? Good job. It is Aliens. Chipper Sneeze, you know I love that American livery. You weren't? Oh, nice job, buddy. You guessed it. Who's Silent Bandit? Is Silent Bandit with us here, or is Silent Bandit like, holy crap, there's a bunch of aircraft here. I'm gonna get in line and fly with them. That's the only other 80s movie with Sigourney Weaver that I could think of. Well, yeah, it kind of narrowed it down, didn't it? I said I was going to be a big clue. Good job, buddy. Good job. There's Fluid Mercury over there. Fluid Mercury, you're taking off the wrong runway. Come over and go over the bridge with us. We're going to have fun going over this bridge. All this water. Never gone over this bridge. How many of you have gone over this bridge flying in Japan? Tokyo, taking off from here. Maple, you have? Nice. Oh, it's Silent Hill Bandit. Who's Silent Hill Bandit? Is Silent Hill Bandit with us here, or is it just somebody that's flying just in the sim for fun? All right, here we go. We're going to go over the bridge. Oh, God. Turn and Burn just fell off the ground. Oh, gosh. What happened, Turn and Burn? Turn and Burn. Oh, no. Controller died. Well, I shouldn't laugh. I'll probably be the next one. I'll go off this bridge here, Turn and Burn, so you can laugh at me. Somebody's in the drink, yep. We got a little bump there. Little bump as we go over the bridge. Gonna fly through some clouds. Oh my God, did you just see that? Anybody else bounce there? Holy shnikes. Well, I know at least y'all made it across, so that's good. No Delt made it across. Practice made it across. TJ Turner made it across. Bats made it across. Turn and Burn made it across, but then went into the drink. Chipper Sneeze made it across. There's another bump. Yep. That is correct, TJ. They're the corrupt corporation, the greedy damn corporation. Here we go, take two. Godspeed, my friend, Godspeed. I want to get this shot. This will be a good screenshot right there. Turn and Burn's right behind me. Another screenshot there. Love the tugboats and the ships. It's kind of a nice touch. What's that thing out in the middle of the water? Some sort of art. Or is it actually an operational thingy-jiggy? I'm following the flock. I'm following the flock of seagulls. There goes Practice. There he goes. Let's go to the other wing here. See him take off. The beautiful Symphonic livery. Can I get a screenshot of you, Proc? I did. Should watch what the hell I'm doing here. Did you guys just hear that? I swore I just heard a jet sound going by. Man, that's something that we need more of when our jets take off. When you're in the cockpit, you hear more of that rumble. Wouldn't you agree? There's a bridge at the Boeing factory in Everest across the freeway. Watching a 747 cross is like watching an elephant walk a tightrope, I bet. And look at the texture work on this taxiway. I love that. Check that out. That's gorgeous. I can put that on straight ahead. You see. Why am I doing this while I'm taxiing? Get that more centered. God, I love that. You have a radio voice, bro. Thank you, sir. You know, I was talking about Don, our departed friend, and he said, Simfanatic, he said this a long time ago. He's like, you're kind of the DJ of simming. I'm like, well, that's a nice compliment. I don't know about that, but I did appreciate it, and thank you, Nate. I keep hearing these thud booms, but my, by the way, if you guys want a nice, cheap set of headphones that have really good bass sound in that, get the HyperX Cloud 2, if you can still get them. I found them at Walmart. I bought an extra pair. They're on sale for like $45. And like the Cloud 3, which actually are kind of shit. I don't like them. They're actually like $100 or $120, and these are far better if you can find them. Actually, I might go down to the next one. I'll go behind TJ Turner here. Say kiss. Kiss 96.3 FM Savannah's only hit music station. Did I come close? That's all for you, Nate. All right. I swear I'm hearing jets taking off. If this is part of the... I don't think that's part of the Boreas. It's got to be something else. If it is, even better reason to buy it. Even more reason. Better reason? Even more reason to buy it. I am hearing jets taking off. That is amazing, because if that is part of the Boreas, I didn't even know that was part of it. Do we have confirmation that that's actually part of it? Here, I'm going to set the parking brake. We go stereo cockpit, turn the music off here. I'm going to go ahead and finish our checklist. Picking up before takeoff, parking brake is set, auto throttle to arm. Let's go ahead and check this out. This is a big thing about this unit. So one thing I want to point out is this auto throttle. Notice the green light is off. They are sent. I'm getting the magnetic switch, by the way. I heard back from Winwing Contact. How about that? They're going to send me the magnetic switch. I'm going to do a video on how easy it is to replace this. So if those of you can buy the PAP 3 with the magnetic switch already installed, and Deld, I know you have a competitor with the magnetic switch, but they're sending me the magnetic switch so I can actually show you all how easy it is to replace the standard one with the magnetic switch. And I think the magnetic switch is around $53 US. But what we're going to do is we're going to push this up. This is going to come automatically back down. At first I thought, oh, this isn't right. No, it's by design. So we put this, I want to do this in a way you can see it. So I go up, there you can see the green light, but it does come back down. So if you get this and you have it ordered, that's normal. Okay, that's normal. I have another MCP from another vendor, and the switch actually stays up, so you actually have to manually put it down. Now you notice in the virtual cockpit, the switch stays up. Okay, you might think, well, why is it down? Well, it's by design, because if you have your auto throttle disconnect button, now if my Honeycomb Bravo worked completely, I could do a disconnect button. I can map it to another button. It would actually pop this switch down. And the cool thing is, if you have the magnetic version of the PAP 3, that sucker's going to come down automatically. But they're going to be sending that to me so we can look at that. Anyway, just want to point that out since it's a kind of a neat feature. Can't wait to get the switch, magnetic switch. It'll be rad. Is rad still a cool word? Hey, Maple, you're a younger guy. You're hipping with it, right? Is rad a word that you guys use? At 1753 plus 140% tariff charge. But yeah, not a bad price at all. Not a bad price. Radical, man. Maple says, hell no. Hey, I'm hip. I'm with it. Another movie reference. A ticka 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 ticka. Huh? Anybody get that movie reference? Nobody's getting that one. I finally got you stumped. Nobody's getting that one. Nobody's getting it. All right, I'm sorry. We're ready for takeoff. So we've got the flaps are set. We got everything ready to go. Position lights, auto throttle's armed. The landing lights can come on. Gonna go ahead and turn the runway turn-off lights coming on. Taxi light coming off. Wing is coming on. Probes, strobe and steady. Those are coming on. And let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Landing right, runway takeoff, taxi position. Transponder TARA. Let's go ahead and set that. TARA is right here. 2 clicks to the right, and then we're going to hit chronometer. That's right down here. And that starts at 0, and we're ready to rock and roll out of here. TJ and Shep are ready to take off. Probe set to... Okay. I'm not even going to repeat that CFF. Nate says, but something a DJ playing classic rock would say. Exactly. Oh, that's funny. Oh, Nate. All right, here we go. We just got clearance from the tower to position and hold behind this Wayland jet. 737-600. That's what TJ's flying, by the way. We're flying the 737-700 PMDG. Got to watch out for wake turbulence. No, you didn't. All right. All right, check everything, make sure everything's set. Checklist one last time. All right, I think everything's good. We want to do LNAV and VNAV. Glad I checked the checklist. So LNAV and VNAV, so let's just go ahead and show you the FCU one more time. So if we go over here, we're gonna push this button in, goes green, this button goes green. You can actually use the SimMap Pro to change these colors. How cool is that? All right, here we go. 40%, hold the brakes. 40%, release the brakes. And toga. Forward pressure. Oop, auto throttle went off. Toga. Here we go. Once we hit 80 knots, we can release that forward pressure on the yoke. We're going to go ahead and release that. See, there's a V1 and rotate on our speed tape on the left there.
V1, rotate.
Rotate, back pressure on the yoke. I forgot to check, make sure my LED lights are working. They're not working right now. Okay, positive rate gear coming up. Now we're going to do about face here. Watch our speed. Can come back down to that indicator there for 154. All right, and command auto. Anybody know what the transition altitude for Japan is? Is it 8,000 feet? I forget. Go watch that speed tape. We can go ahead and take one notch of flaps out. 14,000. Thank you, Marion. Listen to that flap sound as it pulls it up. Boy, I love that sound. TJ says 1,400. All right, full flaps out. See turn and burn taking off. $14,000. Thank you, guys. Get through the clouds here. ANA. Turn and burn coming up. Savakilla, you are flying tonight. Good to see, my friend. Good to see. Good to see. Good to see. We've got Chipper Sneeze. Silent Bandit is... I think Silent Bandit's with us. There's Practice and TJ Turner there. We're going to do our right turn. As we're climbing through 5,200 for 340. Flaps, let's make sure everything's cleaned up. We can go ahead and turn off the RTO. That can come off. Let's go ahead and I can't wait to get the left and right EFIS. I don't have a date on those yet for the PAP 3, but I'm going to go ahead. So we still got to do this manually, where when we're flying with the EFIS left and right with the Airbus part. You know what'd be really cool? I just thought of this. I wonder if you could take the left. I bet you can't. I bet you can. I bet you can't. But maybe you can. No, I don't know. Anyway, where I'm getting with this is, I wonder if you could take the left and right EFIS, if you have them, off of the FC or the FCU for the Airbus, the Winwing stuff, and attach them to the PAP 3 and have it work. Make up your mind. I was messing with you guys. But I wonder if you could. What do you think? Do you think you could, CP? I might have to ask them. I was totally messing with you guys. I love it. I love it. I love doing that to you guys. It's fun for me. I must have a weird quirk that would provide some sort of entertainment for me to do that to you guys. I don't know. I might have to ask. I might have to ask Max at Winwing. I bet. I don't know. I bet you could. I don't know. I bet with Moby Flight you could. I'm just guessing. Above 10,000 feet, let's go ahead and turn off those landing lights and the wing lights. Runway turn-off lights can come off. All that can go. Let's clean this up. When wing light come off, wheel well can come off. Everything else can stay on. Driving the slug. Look at that. We got sun. Blue skies up above. Man, listen to those sounds. Come on. Would you not admit for $10? Actually, not even $10. Get those sounds. Oh, is that too loud? Is my sim too loud? We're almost at flight level 140. If I go ahead and turn on, as you can see, the legs are just keeping up with the PFP here. So you can see we're on the Tora. And again, that's the magenta coming up there. And I love the full color. And you can actually change the color on the display, too. Like the PFP, you can change the colors on these. You can actually change what's on the display for some of the menu items, which is kind of a cool thing. I haven't tried it yet, but you can, apparently. Maybe some of you have tried it. Do you know if they are coming out with the PAP 7? I got my PFP 7 delivery yesterday. That's a great question. Up front, I don't know, Invader. I heard that they're maybe going to make one. You know, so it's in the brown, right? I think I want to say I believe so, but I don't know, so don't quote me on that. Good thing I'm not on record here, right? Good thing it isn't like this is being recorded or anything. The PAP 3 does work with the 777, yes. But I think well, that's a good point. Invader, I think you're probably coming from, if you do a lot of 777, you probably want your MCP to be in the brown that you'd find in a 777, I'm guessing. But yes, Bats is correct, though. The out of the box, the PAP 3 that I'm using tonight, or we're using, does work out of the box with the 777. It works with the 737, 600, 700, 800, 900. There we go. We got our standard pressure. Let's go ahead and hit that. Clipping it. But yeah, it's good. It works with the PAP 3, works with the 737, 600, 700, 800, and 900 out of the box. Also with the 777-200. I do believe it's going to work with the 300 as well, and the freight version. I don't know why it wouldn't. I know a lot of you probably can't believe that I don't have the 777 freighter version. That's another aircraft, Captain Howdy, if you're still here, I need to buy. Such a heel. I don't know what, such a heel. I got brown paint, worst comes to worst. Brown paint, yes. I don't know. I don't think I'd want to, I wouldn't want to paint it, but you know what? Yeah, just buy everything. It's so cheap you can afford everything. You don't have, like Delt, you could probably buy everything for as much as you haven't. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. For as much as you have invested, Delt, in some of your other hardware, not before, all this stuff came out. You could have bought all this stuff from Winwing. Probably even the Taurus stuff, too, as much as you spent. All right. Oh, there you go, Captain Red Sky. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Oh no, Delt. Vader was just asking about the 777. If there's a PAP 7 coming out that's in brown to match the MCP for the 777. I mean, and as Bats mentioned, yeah, the PAP 3 is compatible with the 777 out of the box. I need to try it with the triple. Maybe we need. You know what? We're going to be doing a 777 flight. I just got to figure out. Which reminds me, something I have to talk to y'all about. So this weekend, my daughter has her final musical. She leads. She's Mary Poppins, and I've got family coming. My parents are coming in tomorrow night. I've got my brother and his wife coming in tomorrow night. My wife's parents are coming in, and all that. So it's going to be a family weekend, but I was thinking, because we won't be able to do Saturday at our usual time. The event's Friday. The musical's Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday early afternoon. So I was debating either not streaming tonight, and I know that would... I was thinking not streaming. Not tonight. Did I say tonight? I was thinking not streaming this weekend, but that kind of sucks. So I thought... one of two things. Either we could do a really late night flight. We can do a general aviation, which I need to talk about that too. General aviation flight, late Saturday. When I say late, I'm talking like our usual time, wherever you're at, is 7:30 CDT, or is it 0130 now? No, it's 0030 now. Zulu. So essentially thinking like 3 hours later than we normally do. And we'd actually fly at night and do a GA flight at night. So that could be a challenge. Or we could do like a regular time 7:30 stream, 0030 Zulu on Sunday. So I haven't figured it out yet. I thought about doing a poll, but I got to kind of see what goes on with the family stuff. So very selfish of the musical. They should have scheduled around your stream. I know, right? Maple says Sunday. I don't know. The late night could be fun because then we could have like our Australian friends join us, Maple, and for the live stream, and those that are like halfway across the world. There's advantages to the late night, and we could actually do a true late night one. You can. There you go, CFF. You can sit in the audience watching the play with a laptop streaming. There you go. Well, I gotta hand it to y'all. Y'all have ideas. Notice I didn't say great ideas, but I did say ideas. I think that would get me in a bit of trouble, CFF, if I were to do that. But nonetheless, it's a thought. It's a thought. Look at these mountains over here. Look at this. Beautiful. Look at that. Is that Mount Fuji? No, that's not Mount Fuji. Is it? My geography isn't the greatest, obviously. Mount Fiji, wouldn't it? No, Mount Fuji. I don't know. I'm making stuff up. If it's stupid but works, it isn't stupid. I couldn't agree more. Good point. All right, we're passing flight level 265 for flight level 340. And once we get up to cruise, we will then do a bio break and then be back for our top of descent. Fuji, yeah. I'm thinking that's what it is. Mount Fuji. This is pretty sweet, and I gotta get a screenshot of that. What am I doing? Screenshot. Snap. Hey, Richard Clark is in the house, friends. Chat, say hello to Richard. Say hello to Richard, friends. Good to see you, Richard. How are you doing, Richard Clark? Good evening. How's it over there in Colorado? Stone Sleet and A20, TJ Turner up there, Delgam, and a bunch of others that are just like over top of each other, so I can't tell your gamer tag. Silver motherfucking killer. Silver, are you behind us? Oh yeah, there's Silver motherfucking killer. Damn it, I gotta remember to install the Parallel 42 effects. I keep forgetting to add that on since I did my build. Just took off. Awesome, Silva. Hey, Silver, you could just, once you get up to the flight level, you just do a little ×2, a little ×4 if you want. Up to you. And get caught up. Up to you, though, brother. Hey, man, it's your call. I just fly here. All right, so we see our top of climb right here on the left MFD. So you see the little circle with the T/C. That's top of climb. So when it gets right here on the tip of this triangle, that's when we'll be at flight level 340 approximately. And here it says we're 37.5 miles away from Bopno. If we look down here, we can go progress. So if I hit progress on my FMC, we can see that we're only 15 nautical miles away. And you can see here, which I really like this, you can see what the time is. 0122 Zulu. So if we go up here, we can see we're less than 2 minutes, like a minute and a half from top of climb. Last time I used 2 times a sim crash. Ooh. I don't know. Do it at your own risk, I guess, Silver. I haven't had problems with that before, but yeah. Every computer system is different, right, CP? You just never know. You never know. Might work for one. For something that works for one might not work for the other, right? So true. So many variables. Turn and Burn, it's good to see you back up in the air. Who is Silent Hill Bandit? They're obviously with us. Chip a sneeze. Kind of like it. I'm kind of digging these clouds. What do y'all think? And to think we're in 2020. We're in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We're not in 2024, and it looks this good. 2024 obviously looks better, but then you got to deal with the bugs. Even after the last update. Hey, by the way, because fortunately, I got out of the early beta release program for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Did they get that fixed for some of you that were crashing, that were in that beta program? Del, did you get that? Did it ever come out? I think there was an update for it where they fixed it. Microsoft Disobo got that fixed, but I can't remember for sure. As you can see, again, we checked out the ProDesk Sim. If you click on that link, you'll get an extra 15% off on any of the ProDesk add-on products. Proctus says lies. Yeah, you know what? I'm so glad, Proctus, I didn't get in that early beta program. Because I didn't have problems. Here we go. We're at top of climb. Let's go ahead and turn off our... Let's see if we hear the ding when I turn off the seatbelt. I don't think we do, but let me try. Yeah, you should hear the ding. Here, let's do it again. Well, that's interesting. Huh. Hey, I've never tried this. Does the call work? Let me try it again. You can hear it, but it doesn't like change if I go into the cabin. I haven't tried that before, so I just thought I'd try it. If you value your sanity. Richard says, the last Sim Update 2 update wreaked havoc on my system. I had to deinstall and reinstall the Sim I got out of the beta program. Good report there, Richard. Thank you for that. Beta, I'm waiting for Charlie. Deinstall, de-evolve. Yeah, I'm glad I fell back assward into that one too, because I just happened to reinstall my computer, I happened to build my new computer, install all the software, but when I did it, I'm like, I'm going to pull myself out of the beta release for 2024, so I did that before I installed 2024, and I'm serious, like a week later, Microsoft released that, and then all of you said, I'm having problems with 2024, I'm like, thank the maker, I pulled myself out of that, so I didn't have to go through that dance. I don't trust beta builds, yeah. Well, that's probably smart. All right, I'm going to go to the right here just to have the progress here. And let's see. So we are 107 nautical miles out. What did it say? 141 Zulu. So we've got about, only 17 minutes at top of climb here. So I'm actually, before I forget, let's see what we have for our intercept. I'm going to load that before we do a bio break here. Because I'll get back here and I'll start talking and then I'll forget to set it. Okay, so I actually have Navigraph charts on. You can't see it, so I'm just loading this back in here. Approach, we're doing the Z for 6 left. And so intercept for 6, Z is... Looks like it's at 1,300 feet? 1,300 feet. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you all again. We're going to turn on the FCU. We're going to set this to 1,300 feet. Is that what I said? 1,300 feet? I think I said 1,300. Yeah, 1,300. So we're going to go over here and set this to 1,300. And this will actually accelerate. So the faster you move it, just like in the cockpit, the faster it'll go down. And I do like the fact I don't have to click on the button or the rotary knob in the virtual cockpit. So you can see that now we're at 1,300. So we're set there. And now we can sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight, friends. And I will be right back. Let's go ahead and take a 5-minute, maybe 7-minute break. It's probably 5, but 7-minute. I mean, we have been going for how long have we been going for? Oh, yeah, we've been going for 1 hour and 17. Richard Clark, member, commercial member, no doubt. 23 months. Let's hear our sim bot here. She takes a while.
Thanks for providing a great diversion to all the BS of the last couple of months. It's been great. Good job.
Hey, Richard Clark, thank you so much. Everybody, let's give a shout out and a thank you. Richard Clark, thank you so much for your continued support, my friend. It's my pleasure. Believe me. And no, thank you for all you do and for being part of the community. All of you. For this beautiful community we have. This is all of you. Friends, that's a good segue to a break. Let's take a bio. Grab an orange whip. Richard, orange whip. Marion Harris, orange whip. How about you, Del? Orange whip. Silver. Everyone? Multiple orange whips. Be right back with you, friends. Thank you all for sticking around. I'll be right back. All right, everybody. Thank you for sticking around. Back with you. I had to go say goodnight to, you know, Mrs. Symphonetic. Can't let her go to bed without saying goodnight, you know. Friends, thanks for sticking around. Some of you know my son's been big into fishing, and there's this, I can't remember what it is. It's like this tackle box thing that you don't know what you're going to get. And it's like, oh, you get this value, and it could be, you know, something special in a lure, and you buy it, and then you see what you're going to get. And so he got it this morning off of Amazon, and so we opened it this morning, and he went and fished. And, like, the spinnerbait, he wanted the bass one, right? And so, unfortunately, his line broke, and it was like the first cast, and it broke, went into the center of this pond, and he lost the bait. He lost the spinnerbait. I don't know. Are any of you fishers? I don't know. How many of you like to fish? But anyway, this is for UT. And this too. As they say, shit happens, right? It's unfortunate. Oh, good grief. Anyway, friends, thanks for... He was just telling me about that. My wife was telling me about that, and he was too. So I'm like, it's all right, buddy. Just a spinner. Just a spinner. You win some, you lose some. All right, let's see where we're at, friends. We are... Look at how close we are on this tape. Like being overspeed here. So if we look over here, we're at top of descent at 33 nautical miles. Yep, the lure. Yeah. You can see how much I fish. I know the feeling. I lost a new expensive RC boat first time trying it. Yeah, that kind of crap. Or how many of you do RC flying? I've seen those that, like, I put together my own RC plane. You know, the balsa wood and all that. It was a Cub and Piper Cub. And, yeah, I've seen people that spend all their time putting the things together, and then they do all the glue, balsa wood. They get everything put together, and they crash it on the first takeoff. Fortunately, that didn't happen to me, but I'm a remote pilot on SUAS. Really? Wait, really? That's cool. DJI camera drones. No kidding. Yeah, cool. Yeah, DJI's good stuff. I'm actually going to pick up, I think for Flight Sim Expo, speaking of DJI, I'm going to get some new microphones, wireless microphones, so I don't have stuff sound like crap when I'm doing live streams during the event and interviewing people like, I don't know, like Tony from Winwing, so that all of you that can't be there, you can join me and the other Sim fans while we walk around and interview people. All right, let's go ahead and get our stuff programmed here. So we're going to go back to the FCU. I'm sorry, not the FCU. We're going to go back to the PFP, and we need to get this stuff set up. So, going to go to iNet Ref, and we want we'll do 40 degrees of flaps. So we're going to go 129. So that's VREF RSK3. Drop that down here on RSK4. That's set. Glide slope, and then we can see ILS 10870. So if we drop down here, we're going to hit this at 10870. So I'm actually going to flip that because then I have to move this thing, which is being lazy, I know. But hey, is it being lazy or being smart to have to do less clicks or rotations? 10870. Now let's go ahead and go back up here, and let's check our course is 059. So now we're going to go ahead and turn on this. So you can see me set the course to 059 easily on the PAP3 on both of captain and first officer. So we're going to do 059, so that matches up. Perfect. Oh, man, does that make it easy, doesn't it? My goodness. Just so easy. Easy peasy. Gotta love it. And done. All right, and so we are getting really close. Again, if we look at the progress of our flight management computer, or PFP, we can see we're only about 15 nautical miles out. I'll flip to 15 here quickly. There it is. And 0142. So like in about 2 minutes, 10 seconds, we'll be at top of climb. And I do believe we're going to be flying through some clouds here. Let's go ahead and check what the weather will be really quick. And actually, we can do that in a number of ways. This is the Parallel 42 Pro Flow. And so if we go to this auto METAR, and notice this says Rjtt-Rjbb, but we can type in Rjtt-Rjbb. And then we can get that. And so we've got 030 at 7 knots is our winds. And we can go ahead and put the route information. If anyone want to do an exclamation FP in chat, we can get the full arrival. But there we go, 030, and we're landing on 06 left, so that looks fine. Thank you, Bats. Silver Killer. And few clouds at 2,000 feet. Wow. And then broken at 12,000 feet. But we'll pop out of the clouds on probably around final. So that's at 2,000. If we go back to legs. So let's see. What was our intercept? Remember what our intercept? Let me check our chart. Our intercept is Ogaba. So Ogaba is at 1,300. So we'll hit our intercept. We'll be below the cloud deck. So we're good. We are good. Thank you, Silver Killer, for dropping the exclamation Winwing. Check it out. I know everybody knows about Winwing, right? We're gonna be able to meet actually my contact. I'm hoping we can meet Tony when we're at Flight Sim Expo, Silver Killer, and Bats and the rest. We'll be. I'll get to meet Max for the first time in person. Really looking forward to that. And so I'll see if we can't get some interviews going. I'm still need to they've been so busy right now, but I want to get Tony on one of our live streams and do an interview. At some point, if he dares. And yeah, it says Bats did a exclamation Q8 and exclamation AFS. Do check out Q8 Pilot, our good friend Sam. He's got awesome material, as does our good friend Shane, mate. Do check those guys out. Check out their give their channels a sub. You won't regret it. I promise you. Flight Sim mods as well. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I do appreciate any kind of support you can give them as well, because money's tight. I understand. But if you can, it's great to support Flight Sim mods. Again, that's Os Flight Simmer's venture. And if you use that link too, he'll know you pick something up from our channel, and it supports him and supports our channel too. Only if you can. No pressure. It's good stuff though. I told him he has to build some stuff, those add-ons like the PAP 3 mounts and stuff like that. I'm like, hey, why don't you make the stuff for the TCA Boeing yoke as well? And he said, well, I don't have one. And I thought about actually sending him mine. And then I looked at the cost of international shipping to send this thing. Damn near by the time I would send it to him and he sends it back, I'd just be better off buying one and just having it delivered from a warehouse at Amazon right to him. I think it's going to be like $100 to ship it to Australia from here. That was 5 pounds. This has got to be at least 5 pounds by the time I got it boxed up and everything, right? So we're climbing down, and we can notice if we look at our left MFD, we just can take a look here, and we're doing all right on our speed. We're actually a little bit low, but I'd rather be a little low than high for flying. And we'll bring it on in here for our landing. And somebody is Del. Are you going to be in position to do the judge the landing challenge, my friend? I'm at the tail end of this group. It's so we've got me, Chipper Sneeze, and I don't see Silver Killer now. What happened to Silver Killer? The hell happened to Silva? Silver, you still in here, or did he crash? Thank you, Delt. Delt's going to help with the landing challenge. Appreciate that. Proc will be in position. Thank you, Proc and Delt. No, I can always count on you guys. You're here, Silver? I didn't see you, though. What? Oh, you're ahead of us. So you did the ×4? Nice. I missed you. You're right there in front of me. Thank God you aren't a snake. I would have been bit. Good gravy. Look at the mountains. Look at the mountains. Beautiful. Love it. Be there as well. Thank you, Silva Killer. You can always count on YouTube, my friend. A good moderators. You guys just do such a hell of a job. You do one hell of a job, I must say. All right, we'll get her down. Some people do direct, yeah. Good point, Proc. All right, we're going to get her down here. Down to Chinatown. Looks like we're going to need... I don't know if we need to do... Nope, we don't need to do spoilers yet. Speed brake. Drag, if you will. Let's look out the left wing there, or the engine. There we go. Oh, look at that. Now that's a sight. That's a sight, TJ. Look, I got TJ in there, too. Bringing it home, friends. Bringing it home. I have a bit of a... Anybody else have turbulence? I'm rocking a little bit back and forth here as we're coming in. Probably from these mountains. We probably got some winds coming off these mountains. Some turbulence. Look at those wings just like shake and rock. Holy moly. We just had a little bit of a downdraft there. Did you guys see that? Plane just sunk. I'm glad we're not on the actual plane. Be nerve-wracking. All right, I'm going to go over to the right here and just get our first officer set up here. So we're going to go ahead, and you can see we're coming in here. You can drop that down to 10. Let's go to approach mode. So when we pick up the localizer here, we can see, as you can see, we've got our course set to 059 because we'll be landing on 6 left. And what next thing we can do is we can go over here, and this is what I like. If you have a subscription to Navigraph, you can actually go in here, go to your Navigraph charts, go to arrival, says here Rjtt-Rjbb, and then it switched to that. Okay. Go to airport, and let's find our airport information. No, that's minimums. I didn't want that. So I must have skipped it. Briefing. Operational. Oh, here it is. Nope. There we go. So you can zoom in here, and as we can see, we've got 06 left. So we're going to be coming in right here, 06 left. So you always kind of want to look at this in the terminal area. We got a... Here's our main terminal over here. But we'll probably just... Well, I don't know. We could park wherever. But we're gonna be exiting to the right. That's the biggest thing. Man, I'm getting a lot of turbulence. Anyone else getting a lot of turbulence? Is it just me? A lot of turbulence coming through the clouds. There's a shot for you. Get through that layer of clouds there. I'll get a shot. There we go. That's awesome. I'm getting a lot of turbulence as well, Silver says. Yeah. Well, I wonder if it's these mountains and the weather, right? Are you high enough? I hope so. I think so. Standard pressure. Let's go ahead and hit the button. And let's see. Our pressure. We have got 1009 HPA. 1009. And I'm not. I'm below the the descent profile, just slightly. We're still doing good on speed. Better high than too low, absolutely. Words of wisdom, Silver Killer. Words of wisdom. What movie's that? I'm going to get you guys stumped at some point on these movie lines. Some point I'm going to get them. I'm at 38,000 feet and getting bounced around too, Marion says. Wow. Yeah, she's a bumpy ride coming into Oksana. So we're coming in, Rjtt-Rjbb. Oksana. She's a bumpy. She's a little bumpy. We're going to make her work. We're going to try our best. It's all we can do. Be like Aces. Hit your auto land button. No, don't do that. We give him a hard time here. Emmett the Nemesis is in the house, friends. Emmett, how's it going? Says, hello, pilot. It's been a day or two. I'm still alive. Good to hear you, Emmett, that you're doing well and you're still alive and kicking, my friend. Welcome to the live stream. Everybody in chat, say hello to our good friend Emmett. Welcome him aboard our flight tonight. Emmett, a good timing, too, because we're coming into Oksana, Japan. We're flying Japan, and we're doing the highlighting the PAP 3 and PFP, among other things. There's some orange webs from Marion. Thank you, Silver Killer. Marion Harris. It's good to see you, Emmett. So it has been a hot minute, Emmett, since you've been here. Thank you for joining us. Captain Red Sky saying hello. Osaka. Osaka. CP65 knows he has to help me with my... Oh, it's Osaka. Did I say Oksana? Clearly, I'm not looking at my notes. Okay, enough of that. I love that you guys keep me honest, especially you, CP. Oh, Maple must have left. Maple's no longer here, right? Maple's bedtime. It was past his bedtime. He had to go take a bath and go to bed, brush his teeth. I love giving him a hard time, by the way. He gives me a hard time. It's only fair. I'm not being a jerk, really. It's just the way he is. He asked for it. He deserves it. All right, we're coming in. We're going to be doing a right turn here. And let's see. We're still doing good on our speed. 240. Got to get down to 4,000 feet. We're still doing well on our descent profile, so I'm not too worried here. But we're getting right through these thick clouds. Really thick clouds here. We have our window heat on, anti-ice, which is probably a good thing. Actually, we're fine. Well, no, we're still below freezing, so it's good that we have that on. All right. All right, we're going to have to slow down a little bit to 240, so drag's required. So we're going to go ahead and add some drag. Such a drag. It's a drag. It's a drag. What do you guys think? Am I going to be able to do this? Place your bets. Place your bets. Ladies and gentlemen, place your bets. How's Symphony going to do on this landing? What do y'all think? Negative 240? What do you think, Emmett? Negative 280? Negative 180, maybe? Negative 500? Hopefully not. Go ahead and take our spoiler out. All right, we're below 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and turn on our landing lights. Wheel well can come on, and our wing lights can come on. Let's also go ahead and set our auto brake. Auto brake coming on. Let's go ahead and do 2. That says you can do it, Symphonic. We are all counting on you. Entertain us. Yeah. One way or another, it's going to be entertaining. It's going to be a floaty. I don't normally float the 7.3 CP. I float the hell out of the Airbus, as you know. We can float that like nobody's business. Oh, look at that. Love the shape of that wing. Where the hell's Vruden? Speaking of, where the hell's Vruden at? All right, let's go ahead and enter. Let's put some flaps down here. Silver Killer, I see you down there. Silent Hill Bandit. See you down there as well. Bats is on in the A320 making an approach. We'll get ready to set this PAP 3 up for approach right here, right? All right, we got to slow her down some more. We got to lose some altitude. So we want to cross at 4,000 Av docks. Hopefully keep it out of the water this time, Turn and Burn says. There you go, buddy. I know, right? You can do it, buddy. I have faith in you. I have complete faith in you. You can do it. You can take it. There's Silver down on the field. Hey, Captain Red Sky says don't flare. Just keep this descent going. Hey, it's Mustang 302. Everybody, welcome Mustang in chat. Welcome Mustang. Good to see you, my friend. And add another notch of flaps. Perfect timing, Mustang. So you come on in here. Turn and burn, Mav. Turn and burn. All right, we're gonna go approach mode. I gotta flip all these things so you can see it. So we're gonna go approach. Drop the landing gear. Come the landing gear. You can take the spoilers out. All right, now we should be able to arm them. So actually, this has an arm. What I like is it has an arm spot, and it is arming. And I think ProDisc Sim, so you can see right here, it's armed. And I don't want to switch this because then I'm going to mess up. But anyway, it's beautiful touch. All right, we're going to go silent cockpit. All right, hold on your asses. We're going to be landing here shortly, friends. I usually don't do too bad with the 777. I usually don't do too bad with the 7.3. We'll see. Now I just jinxed it, by the way. But we'll see. We'll see. That's all I need. What did I have on the thing it said? 134? What was I at? Init ref. Hold on. Init ref. 129. Perfect. Because I want to be +5. I like to be +5. Right. Did my approach go off? Why did my approach go off? Interesting. Seems to be following it, but it's not lit up. Let's keep an eye on it. Seems to still be following it, so I'm not gonna panic yet.
2,500.
Well, everything's dialed in, but everything's off, so I don't know what that's all about. But anyway, seems to be tracking okay, so I'm not gonna worry too much until we all, crash and burn, of course, right? I mean but that's only common sense. Looks like a pretty good stabilized approach here. So we got the localizer single, and we got VOR localizer and all the glide slope stuff. So that's looking good. Get a screenshot of that because that looks awesome. Another screenshot right here because that looks awesome. Hey, my light bulb burned out. Yeah. It probably did. All right, friends. Piece of cake, right? No problem. Yeah. Said that before. You all know this story. Better grab an orange rip really quick. Cheers. Not the thing, of course, this is just Diet Coke. You believe that? I've got some oceanfront property in Arizona I'm going to sell you. All right, let's see how this goes. Bet we got Silver Motherfucking Killer and waiting for us. Oh, yeah. Oh, I can turn off the FCU. Sorry. Gotta left that on. I'll turn on the stuff below. So you can see all the cameras below now. Got a screenshot of that too, because that's cool.
$1,000.
1,000 feet. Bring it on home, friends. Bring it on home. Here we go. See if I can't nail this one. Oh, the pressure's on. The pressure's on. Mm-hmm. 500 feet, we're going to disengage auto throttle. There's
500.
Disengage auto throttle, autopilot coming off.
$400. $300. $200. $100. $50. $30. $20. Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
Gonna miss 1,000. 262. Bursers. All right, autopilot. Let's take out the auto brakes. Thank you, CP. Thank you, Captain Red Sky. Go ahead and take the flaps out. Welcome to, what did we decide this is? Osaka? No. Welcome to the Ozarks. No. Osaka, yeah. Thank you, Johnny Mon. 211's in the house, friends. Say hello to Johnny Mon. One hell of a guy, by the way. One hell of a guy. Let's go ahead and get the landing lights off. And we're going to turn the runway turn-off lights and come on. Wings can come off, and we're going to go steady. Oh, God. Johnny Mon, good to see you. Let's go ahead and get our APU on. Good to be seen. Yes, my friend, it is always good to be seen. All right, we're going to pull off here, and I don't know, there's probably maybe Chipper Sneeze. I don't know, anyone else coming in? I'm going to get past the hold short line here. Get the gamer tags back on, and oh yeah, we've got bats coming in. Let's go ahead and get stopped here. There we go. And let's get the parking brakes on. I am ready for Providence. Johnny, you know me, man. We're going to have we're going to have a hell of a good time, right? As always, Johnny, right? As always. Can't wait, Johnny. Can't wait, my friend. Let's get over here to see bats and Chipper Sneeze. Gotta hurry, gotta hurry, gotta hurry. Yes, Johnny, I can't wait, man. Can't wait to party. We're gonna have to party like we did last time. Well, maybe not as much, but I landed before the 1,000 footers, didn't I, Silver, in practice? And turn and burn, you all saw it. It's gonna be a good time for sure, my friend. For sure. Hangover Part 4. Yes, Silva. Yes, indeed, Silva. Silver, did you get Call of Duty? I can't remember. Ed Hanger was in playing with us, and JJ Stevens was in earlier. He said he is going to play at some point. Why we don't do Japan more often? It's kind of fun. Go over those mountains and then land on just like a freaking float of a runway. Not yet. Hey, I can't remember. Silver, do you have Xbox Game Pass Ultimate? Because it's free in that. Should check that out, man, if you do. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't think you have it, though, do you? Anyone else out in chat? I've been playing Call of Duty lately, so if you want to come join, our clan tag is LMAO. You don't have it? Okay. I couldn't remember if you had it or not, Silva. But it's a lot of fun. Good chance to come and hear Symphonetic swear like a drunken sailor. And I do that. So that's why I don't... Well, I sometimes stream it, but when I stream... If I ever stream Call of Duty... Turn that music down. If I ever stream Call of Duty, friends, I am definitely going to make it a members only because profanity is... I'm not proud of it, but it is a thing. I learned to live with it. I deal with it. My wife kind of deals with it. I sometimes hear her stomping down the stairs when I'm really getting upset. And she's like, really? And it'll be like 1:30 in the morning. I'm like, I'm sorry, honey. I just can't help it. I just get excited. You cope with it. Exactly, Johnny. It's the thing I learned to live with. You know, my poor wife. Ever put in earplugs. Like the noise canceling stuff, CP. I know, right? That's a good idea. Hey, honey, why don't you just grab my noise canceling earbuds off of my end table and nightstand, if you will, and you're not going to hear me yell as much. The sad thing is she probably still would. I don't know what happens. I've always been that way. Even back to like the LAN days. Remember that? LAN days for those of us that have maybe a couple gray hairs on our head like me? You know? For everything was internet and everything was like 100 meg or more. Connection speed, Captain Red Sky. Hey, thump, thump, thump. That's right, Captain Red Sky. That's what I'd hear. And then I know... If I hear a thump, 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 as you've heard, Captain Red Sky, I know it's like, oh, I'm in trouble. And usually she gives me a warning. But then if I get the thump, 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 and I don't behave after that, and then I hear a thud and a boom, 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 and I hear her coming down the stairs, and I know the gig's up. Here comes Bats. How many of you are with me? Try to be quiet with the wife, and it's just hard. Bats, nice landing, man. Oh, did you bounce it? No, you didn't bounce. I don't know. Here comes TJ Turner. TJ Turner. In his Aliens livery. Ooh. Who's got it so far, guys? Silver Killer, Bats, Proctus. Who's got it? Chipper's the last one coming in. I don't know. Who's got it right now? Hey, somebody tell me. Silver Killer, Proctus, Turn and Burn. Who's got it right now? You guys are watching. I can't wait to see all of you at Flight Sim Expo. Get to see XP72, our friend Two-Tone Murphy. A Q8 pilot isn't going to make it, unfortunately. Sure, I'll see Blue there. I know Blue will be there. What was your excuse again, Proctus? Turn and Burn has it so far? Wow. Don't let me forget to... nice job, Turn and Burn. Isn't that nice? Turn and Burn ends up in the drink when we're departing, but then gets the landing challenge so far. Let's see how Chipper does. Chipper, don't force the landing. Don't come in hot and try to stick it on the 1,000 footers. Actually, he does pretty good with the A320. So we'll see how he does here. Marion's laughing. Well, he's passing through 12,500 feet, so he's still quite a ways out. because the localizer intercept is at 1300, so we've got some time. So I'm going to go ahead and start taxiing to the terminal. There's Bats. May the fuel be with you, Marion Harris. There you go. Right out of our good friend Brett Plays. Oh, look at that symphony. Is that Proctus right there? Who is that? Nade said the cat. I was an ANA? Oh. Okay, so you're in the same thing I am. That was Delt. Oh, look at Delt representing. Delt, you son of a gun, you. Yeah, hand up to Delt here. I'll take that redemption. There you go, Turn and Burn. Nice job, man. You do take that, brother. Practice or Silver Killer or Turn and Burn, let me know when Marion Harris is closer to the final approach there, and I'll switch back over. I'm just taxiing back over to the gate so we can get all our passengers safely off board, right? Unboarded. But yes, it's not likely livery matching or model matching working in 2020. Yeah, we still have to deal with that stuff, don't we, Practice? I mean, I'm glad you're here and not in DCS. Mike Wilson, what's the game? Mike Wilson, welcome to the live stream. We are in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, my friend. 2020. Look at Bats pull right up there. It's like he's doing a charter flight. You were in DCS? Oh. Just gonna pull over to the terminal. How far is Marion? How far are you out there, Chipper Sneeze? Are you still a ways? We got 31 in here, friends. Welcome everybody to chat. Thank you for joining us. We're landing early now. Let's go to DCS. Actually, we are kind of early, aren't we? 40? What do you mean 40? 40 nautical miles out? I see we're at 26 likes. If you would be so kind. Let's get us over 30. What do you think? Silver, can people get us over 30? I bet they could. There's 31 people here. I know they could do us a favor. Don't make me beg, please. I'm not going to beg. No, we're just happy to have you here, friends. Thank you for joining, checking it out. We're flying Japan. Japane. Dance if we get to 30. Oh, Johnny, don't make me do that, man. Nobody wants to see that. Marion's 35 nautical miles out now. Why does this look like I'm about to go into the drink? Just a different color. All right, getting over to the terminal area here. Nobody wants to see that. I don't, there's a certain somebody that's not here like they used to be that asked me to do a symphonetic shuffle about every 2 minutes, 2 seconds. So I'll throw a symphonetic shuffle in once in a while, but nothing like we used to, which I think is overall better. All right, gonna pull in here. Vruden the Great is here, Vruden. How's it going, brother? Vruden, it is so good. You missed the shape of that wing, Vruden. The shape of that wing, my friend. Here we go. Delgam pulling in. All right, so we are at the gate. Let's go ahead and good to see you, Vruden. We're gonna go ahead and put on the parking brake. And how far is Chipper out? Let's go ahead and we've got the APU on. Let's go ahead and switch to APU. All right. Switch over the APU, and we can go ahead and turn off the runway turn-off lights. Wheel well can come off. And let's go ahead and shut down the engines, friends. Let's go over here, and here we go. Hear the sounds. There we go. Can hear the, we're doing, Bruden, we got the Boreas sound work for the 737 add-on, and it is a delight. I ignored myself. All right, let's go ahead and check out Chipper Sneeze. Where's he at? There he is. There's TJ Turner, Delgam. And we're at the gate, friends, with the engine shut down. This Chipper, he's going to land 6 left, right? Yeah, so that's where everybody is. Get back over here. Silent Bandit. Do we ever find out who Silent Bandit is? Or whatever his name is. Silent Hill Bandit. Much like the game Silent Hill, I take it. Actually, the latest Silent... How many of you have the latest Silent Hill? Did you all see that? It's gotten, like, insane reviews. Oh, that's you! Hey, Silent Hill Bandit! Well, there you are. Happy to have you join us for a flight. Have you been here before? I don't recall your... Or did you change your gamer tag? YouTube tag. Welcome to the live stream, man. We're glad to have you here flying with us, man. That's great. So I take it you have the Silent Hill game? Like, what is it, Silent Hill 4 or whatever? It's gotten, like, great reviews. Carwin Davies in the house. Carwin, good to see you. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Chipper Sneeze, did you get stuck in mud or something? How did you fall so far behind? I'm determined to get this all set up in CVR with Discord running. It's just been too busy lately. Yeah, I get it. I get it, Bruden. Or PCVR. Welcome to the club, man. Busy times. It's all right. We get it. We understand. All of us are busy in here, right? Most of us. Unless you're old golfer 67, then you're just playing golf every day. Yes, sir. I try to join in every now and then. Well, welcome. Glad to see you here, man. Thank you for joining. It's good to have you here, Silent Hill. As we wait for Chipper. He's wanting to set up, friends, because he's like got to get all his stuff in order so he can take this landing challenge from Turn and Burn. I'm still too busy to set up my controls. It does take time. Mike Wilson says, "Are you a real airline pilot?" I am not a real airline pilot, but I am a real GA pilot. I do have my PPL. Mike, great question. I am a real pilot. I'm not a commercial airline pilot. All right, here comes Chipper Sneeze, descending through 5,100 feet. As it brings it on home, 18 nautical miles out, says Chipper Sneeze, a.k.a. Marion Harris. Glad to have you here, Mike. Mike Wilson. Bruden says, they just threw me out of the Moose Lodge for... Oh, God. Bruden, you are absolutely hysterical, brother. Absolutely hysterical, my friend. I love how... Do you all hear the waves? I love hearing the waves in the background. We got the waves coming in. Oh, how serene. Look at that. 2024 is so much better, though. When you're up close and personal. Where they have, like, every rock almost available. Or plotted, or whatever you'd want to call it. Any day now, Chipper. We don't have like 30 of us waiting for you. Like, I can talk, right? Everybody waits on me. Especially at the beginning of the streams. I'm going to say it now before everyone else says it. 10 nautical miles out. Oh, great. We only have like 10 more minutes for him to land. Not really, though. He's not even on the intercept course. He hasn't even intercepted the localizer yet because he's still at 3,300 feet. He's going to intercept it at 1,300 feet, by the way. Bob Smith says, hey, Sam, any chance you'll be trying out anything like FS2 crew? That's a great question, Bob. You know, you're right, Bob. I've got to do more things like that. I don't do enough of that. I really do. I haven't done that. I know I've had some of you ask about that. You've asked about me doing VATSIM, me doing Pilot Edge. I'm trying to get more time. I've been like super busy, Bob, lately, and I know it's an excuse, but it's a real excuse. But no, that's I've also got GSX. I should have GSX loaded up and doing that more just to add to the immersion. I'll take that. Bob, as good feedback. I need to do some more things like that. Right? I made the bartender cry. How did you do that, Vruden? I might get a month this time. Vruden, were you hitting the sauce really heavy? I bet the vodka. Dude, what did you do? Did you make you must have made a scene, Vruden, is what I'm picking up. Vruden making a scene at the Moose Lodge. Okay, we got Chipper Sneeze about 500. Now, let me see. About 500 feet away from intercepting the localizer here. 5 nautical miles out. Hey, you know what, Chipper? You better win this landing challenge as long as we've waited. No pressure, by the way. See how he does. Bryn said, no, she overcharged me and I called her on it. She cried. Now she's the victim. Oh. But let me take a wild guess, Vruden. Did you have a couple orange whips? Did you put it on her lightly? They won't let me see the recording to count the beer. I knew it. I had a feeling. I knew it, Vruden. First of all, let's just say the Moose Lodge, right? I had 7. She charged me for 10. Oh, well, definitely would call her out on that one. Silver's laughing at you now, too. Practice, are you leaving? Practice has got to go over and play, as we know, DCS. All right, Practice. Hey, actually, I'm just giving you a hard time, man. It's good to have you here, brother. Thank you for joining the live stream and for flying with us. I do appreciate it. Did you, by the way, Practice, are you still keeping up on your LRM, buddy? Contributing? Marion Harris saw 2 nautical miles. Maybe. He said, oh, maybe. Can't believe you're not going to make it to Flight Sim Expo, Practice. I am so disappointed in that. I know you've been hanging out with Blue. You come here and hang out. How could you miss it? It's not like it's that far from where you live. You just live in Texas. Hey, how about that? Before you leave, how about the upcoming release of DFW by, who is it? I just posted it in Discord. Here comes Chipper. It's looking pretty good. The scenery. I can't believe it's taken this long for a actual add-on scenery for DFW to come out for Microsoft Flight Simulator. My goodness. Other than the bespoke one, of course. All right, let's see how Vruden does. Well, that's okay. Don't force it. Don't. You're fine. No, don't do that. No. Well, at least his nose gear didn't collapse. I mean, right? And he didn't crash. He's okay. We're fine. You half reading crap again, Sam. I canceled my Omni hotel reservation because me and Blue have a Airbnb. Oh, I did miss that. Okay, you are there. I'm sorry. That's awesome, dude. So you're staying with Blue at an Airbnb? Well, look at you. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm looking forward to being able to see you there, man. That's going to be great. Awesome. That's good to hear. Well, everybody, I think we got everybody in, and so I don't think Chipper quite pulled that one off. So let's give it up to our good friend Turn and Burn. Congratulations, Turn and Burn, on that. I got to get you in the books here before I forget, so let me get you in the books. So, winner chicken dinner is, where the hell is it at? Okay, here we go. Right, wiener. Got it. Turn and Burn. All right. Congratulations, Turn and Burn. And Turn and Burn says, woohoo, heck yeah, thank you, guys. Turn and Burn, I want to say thank you to Proctus since he's heading out. Thank you, Proctus, for joining. Captain Red Sky. Did we hit 30? We had to hit 30, right? Am I buffering? Or am I all right? Ooh, am I buffering? Looks like I'm buffering. I don't... Am I buffering or are you guys seeing me? My secondary machine. Oh, I might be buffering. I don't know what happened. Am I uh-oh. Well, at least if it's dying now. Okay, I'm good now. Okay, thank you. That's weird. Okay, that was weird. Okay. So, friends, I want to say thank you, Proc, and everybody. I reloaded. Friends, thank you so much. Proctus, again, thanks for joining. Vruden, it was great to see you. Johnny Mon, hell of a guy, by the way. Johnny Mon. Richard Clark, that's great. 23 months. I don't know if you're still here, but thank you for being a member for 23 months. And I want to say thank you to Turn and Burn, Silent Hill Bandit. It's good to have you back in here with us. CP6565. Of course, I want to say thank you to you. Emmett the Nemesis is good. 32 likes. How about that, friends? To all of you. Thank you, my friends. And thank you so much for being here. And Bats, thank you for doing one hell of a job moderating. Same to you, Silva, Mother, Fuddin' Killer. Same to you, Delgam88. And it's always great to have all my friends, my regulars, our newcomers, and everybody in between. And whoever else I might have missed, let me do a double check. I did say Vruden, right? Yep, I said Vruden. Captain Red Sky, Marion Harris, Chip a Sneeze. We waited for you, brother. Leave nobody behind, right? Thank you for being here. Marion, you are on a streak, and one hell of a streak, by the way. And I think I got everybody that at least is active in chat right now. If I missed anyone, there's still 26 in here. Thank you, friends, for all of your continued support. If you haven't already, do a like, subscribe, and we'll see you. I'll figure out what we do this weekend. We might do a late night, Saturday night, or maybe we'll do a regular time on Sunday this time. Again, got my daughter's musical. Got to do it. But I'll figure it out. But watch for it, because I'm uncertain yet. Anyway, enough of me rambling. Good night, friends. Have a great rest of your week. Happy Hump Day, and I'll see you sometime this weekend. Sometime. But until then, friends, blue skies. We'll see you soon. Good night.
Baby, I'm crawling for you, and I'm stuck in the loop. Baby, I'm crawling for you, and I'm stuck in the loop. Baby, I'm crawling for you, and I'm stuck in the loop. Darling, I've been tempted by the darkness, telling me that I should throw it all away. Fight so hard, my heart is hardly helpless. Find myself so desperate on my knees to break. And I hear the voice of an angel telling me not to lay down. And I feel the spirit guiding, telling me not to give up. Hold on to every promise I've been praying for tonight. I hold on to every garment, won't surrender, not tonight. Thank you.